You want a railgun, but looting it from loot boxes isn't working for you? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you where you can get one that's a guaranteed spawn. You will need to kill quite a few NPCs, but this railgun you can find on a table, and it's a lot easier to loot than having to farm a lot of loot boxes for this. I do want to give a big shout out to Grease and Flex Creator. They did show me this. I'll link their YouTube channels below, but let me show you where to farm this. To farm these railguns, you will need to be in Pyro. In the search bar on the left here, I want you to type in Lazarus. You'll get a bunch of locations. All of these are exactly the same, so choose one that fits you. You'll see if you route yourself, they will be on Pyro 1, and you're going to go to Lazarus Transport Hub. I'm going to head over and show you exactly how to get a railgun solo. Here we go, we're at Lazarus Transport Hub. I'm just going to land, then I'll show you where to go. In order to loot the railgun, we will need to use the tram to get there. There's going to be a lot of NPCs in this complex right here, but we want to avoid them. So if you go to this elevator and you run up here, you can run straight over there in the corner and hide. I'll show you how to do this. Just make sure you're sneaky. I'm going to crouch a little bit so that the NPCs don't see us. You can fight them, but I prefer not to since it takes long. They will be up here though. You can see lots of them. We're just going to try and avoid them. And once the tram comes, we can just jump on top of its wing and we're all good to go. You can see we're going to sit right here. I'm in the corner there and a bunch of NPCs is just walking at the top of me. I'm just going to wait here and I'll show you how to jump onto the shuttle. Here's the shuttle. I'm just going to put away my weapon. I can jump a bit better since I'm heavy armor. Once you're over here, keep running and jump in here. If you're having trouble, just aim towards the roof of this tram and you should be good to go. Once we arrive, I'll show you exactly how to set your spawn. So if you die, you can just respawn at the location. You're almost here. You can see there's the platform. We're going to try and stick to the right here. We're not going to go left. Otherwise, the NPCs will aggro. I'm just going to fall down on the right here. There we go. It's open. Now we can exit. You will take a little bit of damage, but we're all good to go. Make sure you bring heavy armor since this is radiation, and heavy armor will give you about 15 minutes of playtime before you die. Now we're going to run over here to go set our spawn. Just keep running. You're going to look for these buildings with the green towers. These are medical buildings, and you can set your respawn here. Usually you're pretty safe while running. Since there's no NPCs around here, the only thing is there might be some copion that might spawn here, so you will have to deal with them. But other than that, you're all good to go. Let's go inside and set our spawn. Here's the medical bed. I'm just going to use the terminal, go to regeneration and transfer implant. Now that we've set our spawn, let me show you where to go. If you head outside, you can go to those stairs. There will be a ladder. But while running, look out for dogs. Copion is super dangerous. You want to kill them first if you see them. So make sure to be on the lookout. We will need to deal with a bunch of NPCs. I do not do this stealthily. I actually have a kill room where I like to sit. But to get there, we first need to deal with all of the NPCs. So let's go up here. Let's quickly take care of them. They will do lots of damage. Usually there's two, but now there's only one. I have no idea why. But let's go up the ladder here. Most of the dogs can't get us here. This is also a safe spot where we can just chill. The first place we want to sit here is right up here and deal with the NPCs. Seems like there is NPCs up here. Let me just chill a bit. I need to jump over though. We're all good to go. I'm over. I'm just going to chill here for a bit and deal with any NPCs that's coming up the stairs. Try to focus the dogs. We're going to be here for a minute just to make sure everything is safe. There's a bunch of them. This is the safest spot. You can always back off to safety if you need to heal, but I'll take care of them and then we can go to the other room I've mentioned. After dealing with most of them, you can head over to this ledge. I'm just gonna drop down here. Make sure to take care of anyone that's here. We're gonna go to the kill room now. This will be very dangerous, but hopefully we killed enough of them so that we can just sit here and take care of all of the NPCs trying to come up these stairs. This is why you want to clear your back first here, mostly, so that you can just look down here and kill them. You'll see by the end of this whole hallway is going to be full of bodies. I've killed quite a few of them. They're just piling up here. There is more NPCs, especially if we make a right here. So let's open and clear this room. This is where we can farm the railgun. Dog. Just open again here. Just take it nice and slow. Back off if you need to heal. Do not want to wide peek this, since there's lots of NPCs gonna look at you. Here we go. Some outside with suits. They will constantly come at you before you can loot anything. I like to clear the stairs behind me first and then take care of the room. It's a little bit easier for me and safer. That might be everyone. Who knows? But you're never safe. So just keep that in mind. Quickly, let's use this thing here. You can see at the bottom is the email. 4H at the moment for me. Let's open the door behind us before more NPCs come. Nice. Managed to open it. Let's go inside. You should be relatively safe in here once the door closes. I'm just going to wait for it. We're safe now. Now we can loot. Here you can see is a railgun and a missile launcher. I recommend you put your gun away. Press I, drag your main gun onto your number 2 slot. First, I'm going to take the missile launcher, drag it onto my number 1 slot. Make sure you drag and don't say equip while it lays on the table. Now, I'm going to close my inventory here, take out my missile launcher, I again, and drag my railgun onto my number 1 slot. This is the best way to do this, otherwise you might drop a couple of weapons here and there. You do want to keep the missile launcher in your hands so that you can log out with it and then still have it when you log back in at a station. I recommend you set your spawn at Starlight Station. It's the closest one here. You do get other loot boxes here as well that you can loot, but you can check that out on your own. It's just some ammo and some random gear with different colors. When you try to log out, you will have a combat timer. Just wait it out for a little bit. Here we go. I managed to wait out the combat timer. Now I can just go to the menu and log back in. Once you log in, you can get out of your bait here. Just use the inventory system here. Make sure to drag your railgun into your inventory. Now take a look at the bait here. You will find your missile launcher laying around. Use right click to orientate myself so I can see my missile launcher and drag it onto my number 1 slot. You can store your missile launcher exactly the same. If you switch servers now and you backspace, you'll wake up at the medical bed at the Lazarus location, which allows you to farm this a bunch of times. Plus, if you take a look at your inventory, you take your ammo with you when you fast travel back. Good luck with farming your railgun. There's a lot of NPCs, so it is difficult, but you do have a respawn. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to leave a like. A big thank you to all the YouTube members. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.